Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Tuesday. And so today we're going to make a Christmas card. I was kind of at a loss as to what card I wanted to make today. And often when this happens, I just go to Pinterest or I go somewhere where I start flipping through ideas. Well, today I went through the mini catalog. And sometimes when I look at the mini catalog, I'm just looking at the stamps. I'm looking at the embellishments. I'm not really paying that much attention to the ideas. And they used to call the annual catalog and idea book. And the reason is because it's just full of great ideas. And you know, they can be altered. So if you don't have the punch, if you don't have that designer series paper or whatever, you can change it up and make it your own. So today I was looking through the mini catalog and I saw this card, and it's actually a stamp set that I am in love with. It's called the Garden Walk Suite. It's on page 52 and through 54. And that stamp set has really been one of my favorites out of the catalog. And the reason is because of the versatility. So this is the stamp set. Okay. And it is a photopolymer set. It has these 4 sentiments. Wishing you the warm blessing of Christmas. It's your birthday. Enjoy your special day, and best wishes for a fun-filled future. The versatility of those 4 sentiments is perfect for me. It basically covers most of the cards I make. It's your birthday. Best wishes for a fun-filled future. That could be anniversary. It could be a wedding card. Christmas, wishing you warm blessings of Christmas. That's Christmas. Enjoy your special day. That could be anything. That could be graduation. That could be, you know, just any special day. So that I love. Useful sentiments. And then this is a 2-step stamp. So they layer. So like this one, you can layer inside this one. There's no dies with it. So from that standpoint, you don't need to purchase the dies. There is a punch that coordinates with it. I purchased the punch just to get the 10% discount, but there are other punches that would work, right, with all these sentiments. So I'm going to make a card very similar to the card I see on page 54, and I am going to change it up just a little bit, but that designer series paper. Garden Walk. It's a 6x6 pack. I'm on my 2nd pack of it. I absolutely love it. Its colors are me. It's just beautiful. So let's get started making this card today. Okay. So as I said, if you don't really have to have that punch, right? I love that punch and I do have it. But if you don't have that punch, you can use other punches. So this one is called Modern Oval. I love it, but I'm going to be using a different one today, and I'm going to be using Heartfelt Hexagon. Okay, so that's the punch I'm going to use. Very similar size, different shape, but very similar size. I'm going to be using a couple other punches too. So let's get started. The card itself starts with a wild wheat card base. Okay, so I have a wild wheat 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm going to fold that in half. This probably wasn't one of my favorite in colors when I first saw it. I thought, it's not green, it's not brown. What is it? But now I have fallen in love with it because it's so neutral and gorgeous. So that's going to be my card base. Then the designer series paper that I like, that is shown in the sample, is this side. So I cut this like it shows. This is 4 by 5.5. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my card. So I am going according to the sample right now. Okay. See, I have a little bit of an overhang, which I'm going to trim off. I don't like it when that happens. I like my cardstock to fit. Okay, now this designer series paper, let me show you this piece, is the Christmas one. I've used it before. I love it. Oops, that's not it. Although that's the same colors. Yes, here it is. Okay, so this piece right here, There's just something that just attracts my eye to this, and I absolutely love it. So, it looks to me like in the sample, they took this and they cut some out. Okay, so what I did was I cut out 3 poinsettias from that designer series paper. Now, these aren't full poinsettias, right? They were on the edge of the paper. So some of them are cut off, but I can hide those. So I'm going to layer these together. Okay, so I'm going to layer these up a little bit and make this work. I'm going to hide this little edge underneath. Okay, so I'm just going to add these together like that. Smush them around where I like them. Yep. And then I have this one, and I went ahead and I cut the leaves that were shown. I just cut those right then into the poinsettia. So I have that ready. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment from the stamp set, wishing you the warm blessings of Christmas. I'm going to stamp this. I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. It tells me that Pretty Peacock is one of the colors in here, which I can tell it is. I'm going to stamp this. Okay, I think that's all my stamping actually. So I'm going to punch this out. Did I give myself enough? Yes, I did. Okay, it's kind of big, but that's good. I'm good with it. Okay, and now so I'm going to start building. Okay, and I'm going to punch out. I'm going to use this punch. It's called the bow punch. This is such a useful punch. This is in the annual catalog. Totally a useful punch. I'm going to punch out a few different ones. I'm going to punch out a couple of these small ones out of Wild Wheat. This way so I don't end up with a lot of trash coming off. Okay. And then I'm going to punch out a couple of these bigger ones. Okay, these make nice stencils, by the way. You can stencil onto your envelope. Looks so cute. Okay, just saying. All right, now I do have some, and it shows here that they used, I believe that they used a solid cardstock, and I can't really tell what color it is. It almost looks like bubble, I don't know for sure. Bubble bath, maybe? The pink. It's not talking, it doesn't say that that's one of the colors in the designer series paper, but that looks like bubble bath. But instead, I'm using the more Dazzle 6x6 paper, okay, that's shown in the catalog, and I punched out a 2.5-inch circle of that. And I thought this would be really pretty. It's not going to be overkill, right? But I thought that would be really pretty to add a little glitz to the card. They just used the pink, which is fine, all good. And then they use some ribbon, and I'm actually going to use this ribbon, and this is called, which one is this? This one is called Sheer Ribbon. That's pretty simple. I put some adhesive on the back. Okay, and I'm just going to have my ribbon, just like they show it. I'm going to have it kind of come through, round, like this. Make a little loop, loopy loop, and then come back like that. Okay. So you don't use much ribbon this way. Get a lot of mileage out of your ribbon by doing this. Okay. All right. So let's start applying this to our card. I'm going to apply this. Put a little more adhesive on there. I'm going to start out going this way, kind of around like that. Okay, and then I'm going to add my sentiment next. And I think I'm going to pop, I don't think I need to pop it up. I think I'm just going to add it to my, put a lot of adhesive on there because this is textured. I'm going to add that to my card. Okay, now comes the fun part. I get to add the poinsettias. Okay, so I'm just going to add these next. I already put these two together, right? So I'm going to tuck this under here. You're not going to see those, oops, stuck to my finger. You're not going to see those cut pieces. And then add this one up here. This one's kind of a little cut off too, so I'm going to just tuck that under just a smidge. Right there. How cute that's becoming. I actually like my little dazzle glitz going on. Okay, now I have to decide what I'm going to do with my extra little pieces that I cut. And I don't want it to be too bold and bright. I may end up not using these, but I'm going to cut these down a little bit. Make these a little bit shorter. Tuck them under. Yep. Yep. I like it. And what I really love is that the designer series paper tells you the colors in it. Because when I first looked at that designer series paper, I was like, what is that blue color? Okay, got that one. You know, I'm a symmetrical girl, so I have to have this down here. And then I have these. So now I'm going to add these. I'm just using my white glue. Okay. And I think I'm going to tuck these under. Oh yeah. I think if I can, I'm going to tuck this under here. Ooh, I hope that's not glued. That might be glued down too much. Say I'm symmetrical, but do I actually need two of those? I might do one up here. Okay, voila, it's finished. Okay, this ribbon's hanging over a little bit. I can trim this just a little bit to make it so it's not hanging over so it'll fit nicely into the envelope. Okay, I don't know if it needs any, I don't think it does. I don't think it needs any embellishments at all. At first I thought maybe I would add some, but I'm thinking I like it just the way it is. So I hope you enjoyed this card today. Again, use your mini catalogs and your catalogs for ideas. They are fabulous. They have so much that you can change them up. So let me show you the card in case you don't have your catalog handy. Here is the card that started my inspiration. It actually looks a little different because I think the coloring, so that actually looks like white, but it's actually pink, and these look pink and they're actually red. So if you go to the paper, you'll see that my colors are more vivid and accurate. And then they use a different punch or die, and they use I like my circle better. Okay, and then they used a bunch of different embellishments and they did some little stamping. So there's little stamps in here that are like those little circles. That's what they did. And then they used the pearls. I did not. Instead, I used the glitzy paper. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this card today. My name's Trevis Bossler, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.